You are watching Xirtus.
The ancient Khmer Empire, because there was a second one, and they made
The
all the people eat
Khmer
bugs.
Rouge, no, the communists.
Yeah, the
Also.
Khmer Rouge. Yeah, that's it. That's the
Oh,
second
yeah,
Khmer.
okay. All right,
Yeah.
right. Oh,
Right,
yeah, because they have
made all the people eat bugs.
with the cool hot Skeletor helmet. Yeah, I love it. It's my favorite hat.
But all of these people had like square type cities, and that's a thing that returns all over Eastern Asia up into Mongolia.
Straight up a perfect square.
Yeah, and the whole of Eastern Asia and Southeast Asia is filled with it.
Wow.
Like I said, all of the blue stars, well, most all of the blue stars are just square cities here. You know?
Dang. Interesting. Jeez. That's so Borg.
Oh yeah.
Also, that's all water around it, correct?
Yeah.
So this is kind of like an Aztec city, like built on water, on swampland.
Oh, but all of this is swampland. This is the Yangtze Delta, the Yellow River. That's where most of China lives.
Wow. And so that line, is that supposed to be the Great Wall, or what's up with that line of things?
This is the Great Walls, plural.
Yeah.
But this is the wall that the people get to see. Like if you go to China, you tell somebody, I want to see Great Wall. This is where it'll take you.
And then that's the Greater Wall you're not allowed to see?
And there's another wall all the way here. There used to be a wall running from here all the way into North Korea, but I haven't found as much remains of it yet.
Interesting.
Do you know if anyone has traveled to these other walls, or are they like actually restricted?
I don't know. China is pretty weird when it comes to visa. Like if you have a good specific reason to be somewhere in China other than the 3 provinces you're not allowed, which is in the West. You can, like, I've seen documentaries of people driving on through China on motorbikes. So,
right, yeah, those guys, yes, I'm aware of that. Yeah, it's just, it would be curious. Just I find it interesting, like you say, they bring you to a particular spot. Of course, there's some things they probably rather want you to see than others. We have a request from Julia, who's at the hair salon. She says she wants to see the star forts in Romania and Poland. Please.
we can do that.
How much you bet the people doing her hair at the nail salon, the hair salon, they're Polish and Romanian, and they're like, "This is
Yeah.
That's my
Put
home.
it on the big screen.
That's my home."
All right. So that's Romania.
A beautiful, noble country.
And show a couple of
full of fantastic hair
along the Danube. Not as much star forts,
but Numa, hey, here we go. I had to do at least 3 Romanian jokes. I'm sorry, Raph. Don't cry.
That's the remains of a castle, even though you can't really see.
I'm gonna say Romanian remains. I'm sorry.
You go ahead and say Romanian remains. That shows it a little better.
See, this is scary to me because you're looking at things that the Soviet Union could have just decided to erase. These are like, they look like quarry sites now. I mean, kind of.
Well, how much did they erase is the other question around. Maybe there was just too much.
I mean, this looks like an Etch-a-Sketch with too much sand on one side. Yeah.
Let's see if we can actually find something that looks like something. There you go. That's very clear remains of a city, right? Wall. There's a little bastion point here. Oh, wait. I'm going too fast again, aren't I?
No, it's okay. I think it's okay. But this is
I don't know because I'm looking at the I'm looking at the YouTube as well to pick up on at least some of the comments, but YouTube has like 5 to 10 seconds lag. So I'm not sure what the people see whilst I'm talking.
You're making me think of that scene in Scream with like, oh no, there's a lag, and all of a sudden, in the van.
Lag.
Is this still Romania? Yeah, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
So like, there's a lot more. I mean, there seems like there's a lot more going on. I mean, I don't know. Romania's obviously had a lot of history, but so much of it was erased and rebuilt in the last 60 years. So it's crazy.
Not just the last 60 years. Like, keep in mind that the Ottoman Empire had a lot to say here for a good long while.
Right. Yeah, but
they did a whole bunch of there's a whole bunch of fortifications along the Danube that were at some point in the hands of the Ottoman.
Yeah, that's all I can imagine them building. But I meant the Soviet Union destroying things in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. The Soviet Union in Romania, the Romanian state, destroyed all of the peasant housing, all of it, and then they said they were going to put them into these apartment buildings, which they never quite finished. It took them decades and decades and decades, and there was just they created a homeless problem. But in the process, they destroyed all of the neighborhoods, and some of those neighborhoods were very ancient. Neighborhoods built around water supplies, things that would be similar to how where star forts are located. Even if
that's one of the best examples of a star city in Romania.
Wow. See, and here I was just worried that we were only going to find squares from now on. Look at that. That's very nice. Very nice, Mike. And it's so big. And then, look at all around it. It seems like the entire... after you have a star fort, it seems like the rest of the town continues on in that... look at it. Everywhere around it, it's hedged out. Defined by that star fort, the initial star fort.
Amsterdam is a good example of that.
Vienna city center, yeah.
Yeah, and because once you've got a center that has water and everything else, then you can start to disperse it. Wow.
Was that other city really called Alba Iulia? Because I didn't really catch it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask about the name.
Alba Iulia. Yeah, Alba Iulia.
Snowflakes all over Romania.
There you go.
Hey. And that's been modernized.
Modernized or restored.
Yeah.
Turned into their vision, whatever.
The Soviet vision.
But not just the Soviet vision. This happened all over Western Europe too.
True.
I mean,
they didn't destroy them all.
Yeah, either they got destroyed or they just got built out so much that it looks like a sprawl, and they tore down the wall, like in Vienna.
Yeah.
So you don't recognize it anymore.
Yeah, it's the same. The only reason you recognize Amsterdam is because the canal has the shape of the bastions. But if the canal wasn't there, you wouldn't have a clue.
Julia keeps feeding us info. They say the Tartaria tablets were found 19 miles from that star fort. I'm not sure if we had brought them up before. They were actually first mentioned to me also in Romanian, Tartaria tabletu or something.
Yep.
Maybe I want to look them up again. I'll take a look. You are so welcome, Julia.
Poland has a couple of really nice fortified cities. Yeah, you can't initially see it. There you go. Just build out from there. Maybe this shows better in other year. There you go. Old fortifications outside of the city.
Oh, Michelle Gibson. I thought he was talking about Michael's just spelled wrong, and I thought it was like maybe like a 13th Monkey Gross Michelle banana reference. Never mind.
What?
You know, the Gross Michelle, the Gros Michelle banana. Well, now that you guys made me feel weird about it, I'm just gonna pull it up.
Oh wow.
That's it. Yeah.
See, it's 2 here, right? It's a whole line of defense. There's probably more to be found here, anyways. But yeah, there's only so much time in a day. So much interest in this work, and yeah.
So you still do this. You still do this, and like you've seen a lot of Star Forts. What is it that still interests you and brings you curiosity about this idea of
other stuff?
Yeah. What is it?
It's just other stuff that I also look up, and then it's like, hey, is that a Star Fort?
No, but why? But why? I mean, so at this point, that the world is covered in Star Forts, probably from some other culture than the current one, right? What beyond that? You're always like, yeah, I don't like to speculate too hard,
Nope.
So
I don't.
So what is it that keeps you excited about other stuff?
Oh, I have a collect too on Google Earth.
But what's keeping you curious about it?
Well, Google Earth.
Just like it? You just think it's cool?
It's just seeing other places that I'll probably never go.
Well, don't say that. We'll go. We'll take you. Are you kidding me?
He's uncovering the Starforts, making everything clear. Hey, hey, it's the 13th monkey, swinging tree to tree, finding all the Starforts, setting history free.